Hi there everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and today we are going to make a fall door hanger. I was doing the front porch of my house, decorating it all up for fall, and realized I don't have any nice looking door hangers. So we're going to try to make one today and see how it goes. Now I only bought enough material to make one, and I have two doors that I need hangers on. So I might have to go back and get some more stuff. Now, if you don't know what a door hanger is, it's basically a sign on your door. You hang it on the door instead of a wreath. Sometimes you can hang it on the inside of the wreath, so the wreath is around it, and then you have a door hanger wreath. Who knew? I got my materials together, and I have just been trying so hard to brainstorm what colors I want. Because this fall, I don't want the bright oranges and the dark browns and all the traditional fall colors. I would rather have the more muted sagey green and ivory color fall colors. So I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for this to get them sort of in that color scheme. So I was just going to leave the background natural and do I have a pickup truck with pumpkins on it. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I think it's 40% off, so I think it was like $2. This, I had a whole stack of them that I got at Amazon, and they're basically a little over $1 a piece. So I got like $3.50 here in supplies. I was going to put that in the center, and then I have a little welcome piece that I thought maybe I'd put down there. I originally had it up there, but I think I like it better down here. And then for a little bling, I got this little metal leaf that I got from Dollar Tree. It was on a larger sign that I didn't really care for, but I like this. And so I can paint over the sign that I bought and make something else out of it. But I really love this little leaf. And I thought maybe I would put it in the center of my truck, like it could be his work logo for his truck delivering pumpkins. So I think what I'm going to do is, I tried different things for the back. I know it's kind of funky. Over here I tried to paint, but it was the same color as the background. So why bother? Here I tried some dark wax. You got to get close enough to see it. And that's what I think I'm going to go with. My dark wax is from Kills. It's a sealing wax. This is not easy to find. I actually finally found this on Amazon, because the Walmart used to sell it, and it used who else used to sell it? Whoever sells Kills brand. I think it was Lowe's used to sell it. Nobody sells this anymore, so it's hard to find. This I bought 3 years ago maybe, and look how much I still have left. Almost all of it. It goes a long, long way. So I'm going to do that first so it has a chance to set up. And it does have a little funky smell to it. It smells like stain, if you've ever stained your wood. So I'm just going to get some on my paper towel, and I'm going to go with the grain of the wood and put it on there as evenly as possible. It might be a little streaky because this is balsa wood, and it's very porous, so it sucks in paint or stain rather quickly, so you got to get it on as evenly as possible. And even though it looks like I don't have much on here, you can still rub that on. Shaking the whole table. Right. So if you saw my reel I did on Hobby Lobby, my favorite place in the whole wide world, they are getting all their Christmas stuff out, and I know it's early, but if you're a maker like I am and you want to make things for Christmas, you better get busy, because you're not going to have enough time. I'm making this fall piece for you all to look at, but all of my fall stuff, except for those flowers and my sign that says summer, because I'm waiting until actual fall, but everything else in my house is all decorated for fall. I love the different changes of the season. We don't have a lot of weather change here for seasons, but I don't need a lot of weather changes because it gives me terrible allergies. So being here when it's still really, really hot in the fall is kind of my thing. I really like that. You can see my paper towel is starting to disintegrate a little. Let's use a different spot. Okay, almost got this covered already. Trying to go with the grain of the wood, getting it as even as possible. And you can actually see how pretty the wood grain is. Those dark spots are really not the stain. It's more of the wood grain. Let's see if I can rub some of that just to make sure. Yeah, it's more of the wood grain. I kind of like how that's turning out. And it's going to be your background anyways. So it doesn't have to be, you know, if you don't get it perfect, don't stress. Just don't stress. There's too many things that are more important than if you got your stain on even. So I got that. I'm going to let that dry a little bit because I want to show you something. I bought this little welcome and it was really thick. Let me show you on a bigger welcome. I got this from Hobby Lobby for $3.99, so $4. It was on sale, 50% off, so $2. But look how thick that is. So you know what I did? Let's see if I can. I took a sharp knife, and I did the same thing with the little one. I took a sharp knife, and I broke it. Don't do that. No, I probably can't get it apart. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to glue the one I'm pulling apart. Be very careful, but you can get two out of this. I should have done it more off camera so you could have seen. Trust me, it pulls apart because there's actually two that they glued together. See, and this one's shredding on me, but it's so easy to glue back together. I'm trying to hurry it. I think that's the problem. Well, that didn't go as expected. But my little one, I was able to put it right into. All right. I was so excited to show you guys this, and it's just not working. And I didn't bring my knife out here. No, I did not. All right. You get the hint. You will get two out of this, and then they're only $1 a piece. But I will take some of my wood glue and put this right back together. My W. There it goes. So my W and EL. There. Jeez, get it right. I can't spell. But it will look good. I'll have to glue it together and show you. Darn, I was really hoping to show you that. Live. It's all live, y'all. Let's see if this is dry. It feels, yep, it's all dry. So now I want to paint my truck because I want to put some highlights on it. So I want the base paint to dry quickly or dry first while I'm painting some other stuff so I can do the highlights. For my muted color, fall color scheme, I'm going to do a pool, it's called. It's a really light blue that I think will look really pretty on this truck. And then I'm going to do more of a sagey green on one of the pumpkins and an apricot. I'm going to tone it down with a little white for the other pumpkin. So I'm going to paint my truck first. Let's get this out of the way because the way things are going, I might get that all messed up. Oh well. This is life, you know? If you get all upset about silly things, then you're going to be upset all the time. Let me get a piece of paper towel. I already have 2 paintbrushes in the water because I was trying out different colors for the back of my piece. Make sure you get as much water out as possible because you don't want it to be runny. Okay, so I'm going to paint. Ooh, it's more like a gray, slatey blue. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. You know, and if you start painting and you don't like it, change the color. Wait till it dries first, and then totally change the color. I'm going to glue. I'm going to paint around the edges also, because sometimes I like the dark edges showing and sometimes not so much. I brought every paint color I have all in my, I got 3 of these sitting over here with all my colors for Apple Barrel in case I change my mind at the last minute. Okay. So bummed that that welcome piece didn't pan out. I will do a video and you can see it. Either that or a just a tutorial, because it is so cool. Well, when you pull them apart and you have 2 instead of 1, it's like a hidden gem. Now I am going to paint my tires black and the little rims, probably do like a silver. That's why I'm not painting that area right now. And with this balsa wood, you can paint like a primer first if you want to. That way your paint doesn't suck up so much, because this wood is really dry and it will suck the paint right up. But I think I kind of want that because I want it to look muted and a little aged. So that's kind of what I want anyways. Now before I turned the live video on, everybody went to the bathroom and everybody got a drink. So there should be no problems as he comes sauntering in. Carl likes it when I go live because I'm talking and he thinks we have company over. Not the brightest dog, but he does love having people over. So he walks around the house trying to find these people, which is kind of funny. And sometimes he'll bark because he thinks he's hearing people at the door. All right, almost got this painted already. Oh, look at that. I do like that. When I saw it in the on the camera there, I liked it a lot. All right, and I do see I got a little bumper over here, so I probably should color or paint that more like a chrome silver. All right, almost done with this already, but I am going to paint the edges all the way around, because if somebody gets that close to your sign that they're looking upside down and everything at it, well, whatever. But I like it to be all covered. But it's not like anybody's going to know. It's just kind of like a personal preference. How's that? That's the cat. Jojo, what you doing? She's chasing her tail on the sofa. Why not? Why not? Okay, oops, a little bit over here on the edge. And then my truck is ready to dry. Maybe. Just the blue part anyways. Okay. Oh, even these edges are really sucking it up. That paint is disappearing. You know what? I'm going to do the side rails a different color, but I've got to get the blue in the center. Color should I do the side rails? Maybe I'll do that in a gray also, or a chrome silvery looking. I know it probably should look like wood, and I probably could have done the dark wax on it, but I did get paint on it, so that is out of the question. How about if I don't know. Don't know what color to do that in. I'm going to try a granite gray. just going to put a little on my plate here. Maybe. There we go. I know I'm going to do the center of the tire with that. So, let's see. Yeah. Ooh, I do like that. Let's do that. Do the edges. Oh my goodness, Joe. It sounds like she's tearing the whole living room down. She is really loving running around. She doesn't get out here in the living room much. I only let her do it like on Saturdays when I'm home, because otherwise she just tears through. And I don't know if I want her unsupervised in here. Goofball. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think of the gray? Does it just not stand out enough? We'll leave it that way for now, and if I get a whim and want to change it, then we'll change it. Let's get the black tire. I got more paint on me than I do anything else. I like to get into my work. Oh, so next week, I don't know if you have a football fan in your house, but next week is college football. And I know around here, we're getting pretty excited about it. So even though it starts next Saturday, I'll still be going live. And then I'd appreciate it you watch me live and then go jump over and watch your game. How about that? Hopefully, I won't take up too much of your game time. Because I know there will be some games starting at noon. Okay. I got a little black in the center, but I'm going to cover that up. So get the edge. So if you got a favorite college football team, put it in there. You like my earrings, Kathy? I made these. I'm going to be opening up an Etsy shop pretty soon, and I'll be selling these. So, I'm working on trying to get it up and running. Let's just say that. So hopefully soon. But if you have a favorite football team, put it in the comments, because I want to know college football. I want to know if you all got favorite college football teams. I know I got a favorite, but I'm open to, I got a couple of favorites. How about that? I got a couple of favorites because now that I live in Florida, I gotta have Florida favorites, right? So I have a few. But if I missed a spot. But if I tell you my favorites, and it's not your favorite, and in fact it's your rival, you might not want to watch me anymore. So I'm keeping that to myself. Because it's just football. It's just a bunch of college students, still children to me, playing a game. So I'm not going to get that all upset about it. Alright, I'm going to do that bumper in a little silver. And then, let's see, this was the last one I did. Now, it's mixing. I didn't let that black dry, but it's mixing a little bit with it, and I kind of like that. Gives it a little shadow. There we go. And do this one. It's funny, we get all upset about football, things that don't matter a whole lot. Not that football doesn't matter, but I mean other things that don't matter a whole lot. People get so upset over things like that. When you look at the whole grand scheme of things. So, all right, so that's going to dry a minute, which means I get a coffee break. Coffee break. I think, Let me see if I pick it up over here. I think that's turning out really cute. I actually really like that color. I didn't think I would. I'm still thinking about doing different side rails there, different color. Ugh. All right. Let's do some pumpkins. I want to see how that blue looks on my stick. Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. I like the fact that the background's not so pale. I think that's going to look really good. And I might, let's paint the welcome in something that's going to pop a little, like maybe the darker orange. Oh, that looks so pretty. Let's get it off of there though so I don't get paint all over it. I am going to do, let's cover up my blue because this is chalk paint and it tends to dry out super fast. So you don't want to leave the the bottle open. Hopefully I got enough in this one because there it goes. I have a brand new one, but I didn't want to open it. Okay. Kind of a pretty color palette. I like that. I am going to do the bigger pumpkin in this. I wasn't quite sure. Now these colors might not be your favorite and you might want the traditional bright orange and dark reds and bright yellows. I mean, those are so pretty. And that's all I've ever done for years. But I really like the muted colors. So I really kind of wanted to do things different. And I'm going to do it on a budget like I always do. I'm going to take my traditional pieces that I had and I'm going to paint them. I'm going to paint them all my muted colors. So even my big leaf garlands, I'm going to paint all the leaves. Might sound silly, but it is economical. It's something I already have. The only investment I'm going to have in it is time. So why not? Because it's for my house. I love to do things for my house. So why not just invest? Time, not money. Especially nowadays, who's got the money to do it? No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to put a little blue along that edge. Oops, not like that. Not like that. Got blue on my green pumpkin. My paper towel. And redo my pumpkin. There we go. What do you think? Love it. Now see, I'm going to make the other one orange, but I'm going to take white and tame it down a little bit. I think it's really going to be pretty. Oops. Maybe I'm going to. There we go. A little bit of orange. I'm going to put my white over here because I'm not going to mix the whole thing. Okay. So what I do when I mix colors, I'm going to get a smaller brush. Get it wet, dry it off. What I do when I mix colors is I take that whole piece of orange and I add a little, oops, I can't tip that too much. I add a little bit of white to it. And that didn't do. It's not the exact color I want, so I'm going to add a little bit more white to it. I'm going to keep adding white to my whole orange instead of adding orange to my white. Does that make sense? And it might be a thing that I wind up using all of the white. But I didn't want to put them together at first because I'm not sure. Yeah, a little bit more. Let's see. Getting close. The hardest part of this is mixing enough. Now for this little pumpkin, that's not a problem. But if you want enough of this color for a bigger project, you got to mix a whole lot all at once. Okay, that's pretty much the color I want. Can you see that? Let's put that on here just to make sure. Yeah, maybe. Let's make a little bit more white. Because I really want these colors muted. Yes, that's better. Get up in there. And I'm going to make this pumpkin look like it's in front of the other pumpkin. It's okay. It's not fabulous, but it's okay. I kind of like that. Let me see what it looks like on my dark background. Yeah, not bad. You know what? I'm thinking I wanted a little more orange. Yeah, let me just put a little bit more orange in there. A little dab will do ya. See that little bit I put in there? I'm just gonna, there we go. That might be a little better. Yes. Now it doesn't look like a huge change, but to my eye, I like it better. And I'm not the one that's got to look at it the most because it's going to be outside on my front door, but it's got to look good. Your front door is the first impression anybody gets of your home. So you want that to be like, ooh, that's nice. Or especially when you drive by and, you know, I'm pretty much on not a busy street, but it's a street that goes completely through the subdivision. So to get from point A to point B, you got to take this road. And I want people to drive by and go, ooh, wow, look at that one. So that's kind of where I'm trying to go with this. Hi, Lisa. I love this blue color. This is called Pool. I didn't change or didn't mix it. It's a Waverly, and it's just called Pool Walmart. I love it. And you can see where it's drying. It's kind of like soaked into the wood. So now it looks like I've got some bare spots in there. I like that. Although I got to get up underneath there. I like the bare spot looking because now it looks a little aged, vintage. Let me get up under there. I want it to look vintage, not like, oops, I forgot to paint a spot. I'm still looking at these side rails because I'm not sure. Okay. Oops. Look how light that paint is when it's wet, but it dries darker. It's kind of cool. I think it'll be really neat when we glue the little leaf on there. It's like his little business logo. I think my blue is dry enough that I'm going to add some white. So as I find it, it's over here. Add some white highlights. So, oh good. It felt like it was completely empty. And I'm going to want a smaller brush for this. So I have my little liner. Almost kind of like a eyeliner. Let's see. No, this might be a little too small. Okay. So I'm going to highlight the parts of my truck that are curved. And if I don't like this white, I can go over it with a little light blue. Like I'll tone it down a little bit. But right now, I think it's looking pretty good. And get the front. I don't know if you guys can see this okay. Can you see it at all? Like this. And this is kind of like the windshield. Okay. Oh, I like it. Oh my gosh, I really like it. I didn't think I'd like it that much. All right, I'm going to leave that dry, and then we're going to like really lightly brush a little blue over the top of that so it's not so white in your face. While that's drying, let's do our little welcome. Where'd it go? It's right here. Clean off my brush. Make sure you clean your brushes quickly when you're done with the color. Now, I'm leaving mine in the jar, but as soon as this video's over, that they come out. Don't leave your brushes in water because you will soften the glue that holds them together in this bale. This is called a bale, this metal part. And these hairs are glued down in there. So if you keep it in water, you're not going to have a brush for very long. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use my orange straight up. I don't have a lot of oranges. I have a lot of yellows, but I'm just now realizing I need to go out and get some oranges, especially because fall is coming. All right, this is my smaller one. And I got my paper towel with my stain on it and my paper towel with my paint. I kind of don't want to mix those up because I don't want to get stain all over my brush. Let's start down here. And I don't think I'm going to paint the edges of this just because I think it gives it a little depth. Not too. Let's see. Can you see it okay? What do you think of that orange? See, it looks yellow, doesn't it? And that's my only orange, and it's called apricot. So I need to go get me some orange. Now I could take a little red and mix with this and make it maybe a darker orange. Of course I'm going to try it live on camera. This is flag red. And I'm just going to put a little off to the side. Let's see. Oh, maybe. See how dark that orange is? That got really dark. Let's put it next to what I've already painted. See, I like that orange better. All right. All right, let's do it. Over the top, and I'm just doing the top. I'm not doing the sides. I could also do an ombre on the welcome and start orange, light orange, and go to dark orange. That would be kind of cool. So many things you can do. Just let your imagination take over. And don't worry about if it turns out horrible or not, because it's just paint. So if it turns out bad, do it again with another color. Not a big deal. There's been so many things I get done and I'm like, oh, I hate it. Not a fan at all. We just had a lady walk her giant German Shepherd past the house, and I'm so glad lover boy in there is asleep. There have been a whole lot of barking going on. Okay. What do you think? Oh, I do like that. And I like the fact that I didn't paint the sides, because doesn't that look really cool? All right. Let's get this out the way. And let this dry a little bit. Let me see. I still think I like my welcome at the bottom. I do. But I do want to tone down some of that white. This paint dries so quickly that it you pretty much can put paint on paint. Okay. Ooh, I'm just lightly brushing it over the white. Kind of almost dry brushing. It makes that white look a little bit more like the color that it's highlighting. So that's kind of a good thing. Because when you see highlights like from the sun, it's not bright white. It is a lighter shade of what it's highlighting. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh, way better. I do like that a lot. Okay, I'm going to start hot gluing. I have my hot glue gun set up here, and I have it on the low setting. I'm going to wear my fingers because y'all know how I am. So I gotta wear these. Otherwise it really hurts. I'm going to put a little glue on the back of my metal leaf. Let's see if I can get I got my cord wrapped around everything. Okay, I just put a whole bunch on there. Okay. Hi, Joe. It's my cat. All right. And you don't have to glue every piece. Just get some on there. Put a little bit on the pumpkins. And I'm going to center it right here. How's my cat? Oh, my cat. You being good? My Joe? Okay. Welcome. Now my welcome's still a little wet. I'm just going to put a little around the edges. This whole sign, beginning to end, I mean, I don't know the cost of the paint and all that because I use such a little amount, but this sign is well under $10. And if you saw it in a store, ooh, I got finger marks on that, and the yellow is popping up that was underneath. Oh. Why are you not sticking? I don't want to get glue that oozes out. There we go. Kind of have to hold it here. I brought some twine out to put the hanger on the back because you're going to need a hanger. Because some of these wood rounds come with holes in them, and then you can put the twine through. This one did not. That turned out really good. And I think I've got a lot of empty space up here. I think we need to put a bow. What do you guys think? I think a bow would do it good. I like the yellows and the greens and the oranges. I mean, I like the muted. I think that's really cool. It's unusual. So I have, and I didn't pull any out ahead of time, I have 2 huge bins of ribbons over here. Here's one. But I do have some that is just fall. And I have a lot that's Christmas. But like I have this one with the leaves on it. I like that. And then I have a lot of burlap. So let's do some burlap because this is kind of a country looking piece. And all my burlap, Dollar Tree. And there is 9 feet on here, which for burlap ribbon for $1.25, but I bought that for $1 because I've had it for a while, is a really good price. And then I have various polka dots. Also, I think I'll use the red because my other ones are black. The chevron, the polka dot. I do have a white polka dot too. No, I will keep that. And then I have really big ribbon, but I don't want to use really big ribbon with that. What do I have in there? Christmas. I have so many bags and stuff of stuff. I do have glitter, but I don't think this is a glitter kind of piece. So let's just put on a little, come here, let's do a little lace with it. So we'll use these 4 ribbons, and I'm just going to cut 2 of each around the same size. So we'll make it, and it's real technical. Okay. Oh, well, that's a piece all by itself. It's real technical how you measure. No, it's not. So I have these two. I'm going to put them in. I gotta get these fingers off. Ugh. Okay. Got that one. I got actually two different kinds of the crocheted ribbon. And I'm just going to estimate how long the other ones were and kind of untwist this a little bit. Okay, make it a little shorter. Line that up. Cut them in half. Do the next one. And I put my ribbons together with straight pins. That way they don't unroll in my bag, because I have so many spools of ribbon that if they all started unrolling, you'd have a mess. Okay, let's get two of those, two of these. Come on. And then two of, which I really love this, Dollar Tree. I didn't realize this was also Dollar Tree. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? And the gold up here is wired, so it'll stay, if you want to stay bent or form it in a different way, that's pretty. And that's 9 feet also. For a wide ribbon like this, that's pretty cool. And cut it in half. See how technical that was? Now I'll show you how I make my bows. We're going to take your biggest piece first, and you're going to crisscross them like that. And then my next biggest, I'm going to flip it over, crisscross it the same way. Now, since these are wired, I'm going to do a little pinch in the middle, maybe. Let's see, pinch, pinch. So it looks more like a bow instead of a giant X. Okay, so, so I got a little pinch in there. I'm going to put stuff over the top. And do my crocheted, you know what, I don't want my two crocheted lace pieces together, so I'm going to do it this way. Oops, flip it over. Put all the right side of your ribbons facing up. And then you're going to cut a piece of twine, or you can use another piece of ribbon. I like to cut mine with the twine. Okay. Put it in the center like this. See if I can pick all of them up. Come on. Put them in the center, and then you're going to flip the whole thing over and tie a knot as tight as you can. This is why you kind of want them pinched in the middle, so it's easier to do. Okay. And then these can be part of the bow. Then I just take it and shake it. Oh, there's my bow. Look at that. Crazy like my hair. I love that. That is so cool. And sometimes I'll glue buttons in the middle, but I don't think I want to do that this time, because I like how it's turned out, and I didn't bring any buttons out, so kind of a thing we can't do anyways. Now I'm going to put it like maybe here where I got an open spot, or should I put it in the center? I think I'm going to put it in the center. Okay. Huh, it looks so much different up there than it does when I'm looking at it down here. So I want to make sure I have it correct. Twist them, twist them, twist them. I want it to look like it's really just going crazy there. All right. And I'm going to cut my tails off. I don't really like the twine sticking down. All right, big, healthy amount of glue. Healthy amount of glue. Because that puppy's got to stick. And all you got left is to glue the hanger on the back. Let me see. I'm afraid to pick my fingers up because things have been going silly. What do you think? Oh, I love that. I now have a door hanger for my front door. Let's put the twine on the back, the hanger. All I'm going to do is just glue it here and here. So I have myself a little, but I got to make sure that it's straight. That is straight. So it's got to be like here and here. And of course I don't have those finger things on, which I should have, because this is going to be hot. All right, just lay it down in the glue. Maybe I can use my scissors. Sometimes I use my scissors for glue, to push down glue things, because it just peels off the scissors. All right, so there's my hanger. I'm not going to really hold it up with it yet. What do you think? I think it turned out so cute. I am definitely, I'm definitely going to get this material for another one, but I'm wondering, should I have both trucks going the same way? Or should I have them facing each other or with their tails to each other? I think I might do it. No, I'll do it the same way, because this detail here and the detail on the tires only goes one way, so I guess you can't flip it. But it would be kind of cool if you could. Love how the leaf sparkles. What do you think? It turned out fabulous. If you like this and you want to see more of my projects, especially when I tried to pull my welcome apart and the whole thing broke. If you want to see more things like that, I'll definitely show you those. Go to Inspire Me to DIY, the number 2, Inspire Me to DIY, I know it's backwards, .com, and you can read my blog where I have all my projects for creating a home on a budget, because none of us have $1 million laying around. So if you want a really pretty home that is your style and your taste, my blog is right up your alley, because that's what I love to do. Also, hit the little follow at the top if you want to see more of my live videos on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and Pinterest, and YouTube. So I guess I'm just everywhere. So if you're interested, go ahead and follow me. I would love it. I would love it if you commented on this. If you're watching the replay, just hit #replay. I would love to have a conversation with you, because I really enjoy doing this. Happy Saturday, and next week is game day. So I'm going to be all in my game day clothes. So put on yours and join me. I will talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye.